have the money to send back out to you guys that they owed it to.
Yeah, well, that's not quite the way I see it. Not the amount of money that I paid, and I got not even a tenth of 1%. Not even 1/10 of 1% of what I paid did I get back.
Just figure how many people out there are like you and pay all that in. Where's the money go to? Oh, goes to these here people that are bomb makers that are on welfare.
What I'm trying to figure out is the people that get back more than they put in. I'm still trying to figure that one out. I'm hearing people get refunds of, you know, thousands of dollars. And I didn't even pay that much in tax. And I don't even want to say what I pay in tax, because I just don't even want to say, but it's just like a ridiculous amount. It's some people's annual wage. And I don't get, what, $200 back? Only because I give to charities. If I didn't give to charities, I'd be paying more. They would want more from me.
They're trying to cut that out, and I know what you mean. There's people out there getting refunds that never even paid into it.
How the hell does that happen?
Because they got this here, what do they call it, child deduction. They got a million kids, and they get money back even though they don't pay in.
Yeah, I know, and that's the people that I'm talking about. Getting $5,000, $6,000 back because they got 4 kids. Like, you didn't even pay $4,000 or $5,000 in taxes, and you're getting $6,000 back. How the hell does that work?
Oh, you don't want to go there. No tax, and they're getting that kind of money back.
Yeah, we're way already too far down the political road. It does amaze me, though. Absolutely amazes me.
Don't want to go there. One way to wreck classic radio roundup.
Alright, I am now off the soapbox.
Oh, look what I started. I should have never said that.
Well, no, it's alright, Dave. Once in a while, throw it out there as a curve, just to reassure, you know, those of us that we're not alone. I just feel a little bit better knowing I'm not alone.
Well, you got to bring it up every now and then before it gets buried in the ground and everybody forgets about it.
Trust me, I'm not forgetting.
Well, how many people out there go and vote, and next thing you know, next year they vote for the same person, even though they said after they voted for him, they're not going to do it again.
I vote and I ride a motorcycle.
And somehow that relates to each other. Not quite sure how, but it does.
That means I'm aware of my surroundings.
I'm looking out for the other guy that's coming down the road.
I need to watch out because nobody else is.
And Ford. It's going to get even worse because there's too many people staring at their phones now.
Oh, I can spot them people out. I can spot them right out.
Oh, I remember driving all the way from right on the other side of Norristown on Germantown Pike in this car behind me. All the way up, all the way into Collegeville. They run their phones from all the way down there to all the way up there. They never got off of it.
I don't have half the problem with people talking on the phone as I do with people texting on the phone. That texting on the phone is just plain... I don't understand it. That's just plain dumb. Just plain dumb.
Well, texting is illegal. Talking on it isn't.
I thought you had to be hands-free.
It's pretty hard to text hands-free.
I mean the cell phone in and of itself.
Yeah, if you ever notice, walking down the street, all the kids, all their heads are down. All heads are down. They're sitting in a bench, heads are down. They're all on the goddamn phone.
I wonder how many of them are going to wind up with bad posture in 20 years, all seeing chiropractors.
Maybe the chiropractors have something to do with it so they keep in business. Oh, Pete, you want to hear a good one?
I always want to hear a good one.
You know I live down in Zieglersville.
I know where it is.
You know what they were doing tonight?
Cheese grating the road.
Running a street cleaner up that road all the way out towards the camps, down that road and back, and all the way up the stop sign of Yerger Road, up that way and back, and all the way out the other side of Yerger Road.
A city-type street sweeper.
That's a city-type street sweeper.
Well, that's just a dumbass idea.
Yeah, they're starting to run them around here too, so they're doing it during the day.
Tax, they got so much money to throw away.
Yeah, one of my favorite quotes from Mayor Nutter. Now that's a completely dumbass idea.
They usually do something like that when they're going to work on the road and redo the road, but not something like they were doing today. They only go so far, and then that's it. Then the next day, when they get to what they're going to do the next day, then they do that part. Not all the way around the whole township. I was about ready to go out to that truck and ask the guy what he's doing.
Another completely dumbass idea. Your tax dollars at work. These people have no accountability. They just spend with no accountability. We better get off this road again. How do we get down this road? It's your fault, Dave. I'm blaming it on Quarter Wave Dave.
Yeah, he keeps tripping us down that road that we should never be traveling.
Oh no, I'm quiet. I'm back into watching TV till this is over with. I don't want to interrupt you guys again.
Oh no! It's alright, Dave. You can't help it. It's right there in front of us.
Just don't get our blood pressure boiling with aggravating political commentary. Because that's probably the worst topic to talk about, because that just gets me fired up. Christ, Bagger, you sound really good tonight. Well, thank you, Fred. Charger thought so, too. You video gating tonight, Pete?
As we speak, on my Emperor TS5010, not so classic radio.
Oh, yes, yeah. Somebody might take me to task for that. That's no classic.
That's alright. That's alright. It can happen once in a while. I just kind of felt like it because it started out really noisy. But I think I'll switch over to another true classic but solid state radio here and when this gate runs out.
Yeah, well, I cheat too once in a while. I throw that Galaxy on when I want to play broadcast quality audio.
Okay, I'm back on the side.
Lost what you said there, Quarter Wave Dave, but I heard the sandbagger. Yeah, you cheat every once in a while. It's rare that I cheat, so.
Oh, Pete, I said I don't feel so bad bringing that other stuff up, talking about it, being you're on a newer radio. Right, I wish the skip would run this way once in a while on the Wednesday night with the classic. It would be pretty cool. It's been a long time.
Yeah, well, there's times, you know, in the last couple of years we've been able to work skip, at least in it briefly, but it hasn't happened in quite some time.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for it there to get out to old Pennsylvania on a Wednesday night, the classic radio roundup. You never know, this summer there, I got like a couple of weeks, I'm going to be up at the camp, so I'll keep my ears out for you guys. I don't think anything will beat that night that I talked to you there, Pete, for like 45 minutes. That was pretty cool.
My recollection... My recollection was it was a bit more than 45 minutes. I think we stretched it out for 2 hours. We went a little bit elsewhere on sideband, and I think we were on there for almost 2 hours.
Yeah, you could be right there. That was quite the talk there. I had a bunch of people over. It was a Saturday night, I believe. I was up north, and I had a bunch of people, and I had my ex telling me, okay, you got friends over here now. It's time to get off the radio. And all my friends there, oh, no, let him talk, man. He's talking to his buddy in Pennsylvania. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I hope it happens again.
I was that night with on 21 there.
Yeah, I think I got a piece of the audio gate from that when you first called me. Yeah, because it was chaos and mayhem, and Cousin Brucey was telling me how I'm not going to talk Skip and I can't talk Skip. And there was Hightower calling 4401 in the middle of the mess. And then we made the contact and then moved off elsewhere. I think we carried it on for 2 hours. And that's right, I remember Hightower had friends over, and they couldn't believe that, you know, we were holding a conversation like we were for as long as we were at the distance we were on the radio. And so it was pretty impressive for the friends and all. Yeah, that was a good night. That was a good one. I think I have the audio gate somewhere of that.
Can't talk Skip.
Yeah, old Cousin Brucey's in there telling me 441's not gonna talk Skip. You ain't gonna talk, you can't talk Skip. Nobody gonna come back to you. Biggest chaos and mayhem. And then there's Hightower giving me a holler.
Yeah, man, gotta love it.
I swear the RF gods were favoring me that night. They just came in there, set up conditions so I could thumb my nose at old Cousin Brucey.
Oh, yeah, but you know what? On 475, man, it was unbelievable. Clear as a bell. Clear as a bell.
What's that, Brent?
It was clear as a bell. When we were on 475 that night, it was clear as a bell. It was unbelievable. It was a really, really good contact.
Yeah, once in a while it gets like that. They're the ones you kind of like. You know, like when Mike from South Carolina can come in there, you know, and he can mix it up with us for an hour or so. That's always fun, too.
It sounds like we got a bit of a cross-channel coming in somewhere.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot quieter, though. My needle's down to almost 2 or 3 now.
And what radio was that there, Bagger?
High gain 623.
Is that a 40 channel or a 23?
It's a 23.
Oh yeah, good old 23. So that was made in 78?
40 channels were made in 78. Now this was made in 75, I guess, 74 or 75.
Oh yeah, so I'm a couple of years off, but man, that's got some good audio. That D104 is a really good match.
77 was the switchover. That was the first. 76 was 23, 77 was 40.
That's right. Yeah, this is a hybrid radio. It's a solid state, but it's got a tube for a final. It's just a matter of finding out where it was, and you're...
Yeah, that's Green Dog splashing us from 14.
Oh, he's up there. I heard a little bit of stuff, but it's not real strong, you know. Like this radio, this receiver's fairly tight.
A little bit of buckshot.
Yeah, there you go. Have a good night. I'm on back.
Yeah, go ahead there, Breaker 13. We got a good copy on you out here in Canada. Hey, roger that. Whereabouts are you? I got a good copy on you. Go ahead. Well, Pennsylvania, you're doing a real fine job down here in Canada, Roger.
coming out. I'm in a mobile.
Well, you know, the sunspots are in your favor for sure. Guaranteed they're doing a good job there. Who do you got there? What's your handle?
Brown turd.
Oh, Brown Turd. Very nice there, Brown Turd. Yeah, we got you good for sure, for sure.
I couldn't even hear him. He's all frequency. He was completely out of my passband.
Yep. Yeah. I was like, who's he talking to? I could hear a microphone. I was like, who's I ever talking to? I had to turn the volume up on the other radio. He's like outside my passband. I had to shift over to him.
I can hear all them talking.
Yeah, well, your radio... my microphone is messed up, but your radio is off frequency. What are you running out there, Brown Turd?
I just have a Cobra 148 GTL with a cheap antenna that I picked up.
Block and turn it to the right.
Anyways, I got to go there. I'll let DC Hammer get in there. Take care of 73s, guys. Thanks a lot there, Pete, for letting me get in there, and everybody else that's listening there. 73s all around. Take care.
See you, Brent.
All right, Brent. See you later. And thanks for joining us, keeping us company. You can always listen to us live, worldwide, on Spew Radio.
See you later, Brent. Good hearing you. Evening. And there goes our Canadian connection. Now, what was that guy's handle out there? Did you say Brown Turd?
That's what I thought I heard him say. Running a Cobra 148 that's off frequency.
Yeah, take the voice lock and turn it to the right a little bit. Maybe that'll bring it in if it's been modified.
He said he turned the voice lock all the way to the right.
Oh, where you at? Come on back.
I got it all the way to the right now.
It ain't open. You're still off.
Yeah, it's not open.
How about now?
That's a shame. I gotta go like about 2 or 3 kcs down to get him.
Yeah. I had to move pretty far to start to. He's got a good signal and good audio when you tune in on him, but he's at least 200 or 300 cycles low.
He's more than that. He's completely out of my passband. I tuned in on Brent, and he's talking to somebody, going like, "Who the hell is he talking to?" I don't even hear him.
Yeah, that voice lock only works on your receive. It don't work on your transmit.
Yeah, out of the box it's that way. I thought maybe it was modified, because most people seem to get them modified at some point.
Yeah, I have the filters on the Kenwood out to 5K.
That's why.
It's never been modified, because I picked it up at a farmer's market for like 30 bucks.
Yeah, what needs a tune-up?
Sandbagger. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Sandbagger, but I was explaining to him the way it works for him. I know they open them up and it'll tune in on both transmit and receive if they're open, but he don't know that.
We were trying to find out if it was or not just by him moving it.
And evidently not.
And I was just explaining to him that it don't work on his transmit, just his receive.
Isn't that a simple adjustment on those 148s? Well, it all depends on what's off. There are 3 coils. There are 3 coils in there for a mixer crystal. There's another 3 coils for the carrier oscillator, and then there's a pot for the center to clarifier. You know, I mean, you can kind of use the pot and bring it in, but then upper and lower sideband could be off, or so if you really want to align it, you got to do them all and get them all synced up, and then you can set it where you want it.
Okay, or that crystal could be that far off.
Oh yeah, but there are 3 coils for each of the crystals, so one for each mode, and you can usually zero them in. It's got a lot of range.
Oh, okay. You've
Not a 148 you couldn't tune up. 148 is a good chassis. It's a good radio. It's probably the basis for a lot of other radios.
Right, I just need to get a...
Oh, absolutely. That board is the basis for all these Galaxies, and, you know, that same basic design is still being used.
Yeah, Brown Turd's trying to get back to you guys.
What's that?
Should I just get it calibrated?
Yeah, you just gotta get somebody to put it on a frequency counter and tune it in.
Alright, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise it sounds good. You sound really good. I just gotta dial down the my equivalent of the voice lock so I can hear you.
What's your handle name?
I'm Sandbagger.
Alright, cool.
What is your location anyway?
Boyertown, Pennsylvania.
Roger on the Boyertown. Okay, you're giving me a pretty good signal down here. I'm outside northeast of Pottstown, kind of near Sanatoga, and you're giving me a good signal down here when I tune in on you. So, yeah, it sounds good. It just needs to be aligned and straightened out. Take it to a CB shop, have a competent technician to line it up for you.
Do you know of any around here?
I know of two. There's one up on 222 and one out on Route 10. You can go see 2 Watt Willie out there on Route 10 on this side of Reading.
Alright, cool, thanks, I appreciate it.
Does he still hang out on 19 during the day? Does anybody know?
He's still up there.
I know he's still there, but does it? I think he monitors 19 in the daytime.
Usually, he used to stop in here every now and then and wave the hand and all that, but haven't heard